Hey everyone, welcome to this very special edition of the Double Poo Project. My name is Tahir.
I'm Aneesa.
This is my lovely wife Aneesa. You've seen us before in the Offbeat Kitchen where we came to you with some healthy eating tips. Today we've decided to give you a couple of recipes for at least my favorite meal of the day, breakfast. So what are we doing today?
So we're going to be doing a PB&J Oatmeal, which is one of my favorites, and we're also doing a green smoothie.
Cool. All right. So we really hope you enjoy. These are both really simple but very delicious and fun meals. And yeah, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to start off with a smoothie. So the ingredients for the smoothie are a cup of water, a tablespoon of hemp seeds, we have a frozen banana, we have a cup of mangoes, right? Frozen mangoes, right, which I love. And we have 2 handfuls of spinach. The spinach is going to give it a beautiful green color, as well add that nutrition. All right, so what I'm going to do is get my trusty blender here, our Vitamix. As you can see, we've given it a lot of use because it's that awesome.
It's definitely the workhorse in our kitchen.
We're going to combine all of the ingredients.
And we want to put the water at the base of the blender because it does help everything to come together a lot easier than if you add it at the end.
Which is really funny because I actually always add it last myself.
And he always has trouble with the blender, so.
This is true. This is why she's the expert, right? So, okay, so we're gonna put it all together. Now, as you can see, that took literally 2 minutes. You know, add another couple minutes to gather the ingredients, another minute for blending. You're looking at like 5 minutes here, guys. Okay, so we're gonna blend this up and we'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. So the smoothie is done. Looks great, but I'll let you be the judge. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous color. Great consistency. And I'm sure it's going to taste amazing. Oh yes, look at this. Okay, and now for the taste test. Wow, so good. It's a party.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's a party.
Really, really good. And this is just a pro tip for you. If you're ever making smoothies and you wonder why your green smoothie looks like pond water, it's because you're using the wrong ingredient colors. So it's super healthy, of course, to use berries also. So if you wanted to use like blueberries or raspberries or strawberries, it's gonna be amazing, super healthy, just like the mango would be also healthy. But the color is not going to look great. So it's not going to be like a bright green smoothie. It's going to be kind of looking like pond water. So it'll still taste great, but you know, just be aware of that. So we wanted ours to be bright and green, just because it's kind of fun to do that sometimes. So if you use mango or pineapple with your greens, then you'll always get a nice green smoothie. Yeah. All
right, so now we're on to our next recipe for you.
I'm going to start making our PB&J Oatmeal. So what I have happening right now is on my stove, I have my oatmeal that's cooking according to my package directions. I happen to be using steel cut oats because I have the time this morning, but we also use quick oats a lot too. You can always do them on your stove or in a microwave, so whatever's easiest for you. And then the key to this is definitely the toppings. So I'm going to start off with making my berry compote. So I'm using strawberries. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these frozen strawberries that I have here, and again, you can use fresh or frozen. I'm going to put them on my stove in a saucepan over medium heat, and I'm going to let them cook down until they get like very jammy and all the goodness. So hang on.
So a compote, for those of you who don't know what it is basically like a jam, okay? So let's just simplify it. Compote equals jam.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like a fancy jam, but it's not really fancy. It's super easy to make. So what we're going to be doing is I'm letting those kind of, as I said, cook down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in half a tablespoon of chia seeds. And I'm going to use half a tablespoon of maple syrup. You can leave that out if you want to keep it completely sugar-free, but it does give it like a lovely sweetness when you're having it with your oatmeal. If you don't have time for this, one of the things you can do is definitely make this ahead of time, and you can keep it in the fridge, and you can keep it up to a week in the fridge, and it also works out like when you leave it in the fridge, it works out really great to have it as a jam as well. So if you're actually like making a sandwich or something like that, it will get less loose, like it kind of comes together more like a jam. So there's a lot of different ways you can use it. And if you don't have time for any of this, even the meal prepping of making the compote ahead of time, feel free to use a jam of your choice. We recommend one that is naturally sweetened rather than using sugar. And that makes it super easy as well. Okay, so here I have my compote that's come together really nicely. One of the tricks that I use when I'm using the strawberry or making the compote with the frozen strawberries is I actually use a potato masher to kind of mash down the strawberries so they get really nice and smooth. Not totally smooth, I do want some chunk, but it does help it to break down a lot quicker. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my chia seeds and my roughly about half a tablespoon. Actually, it's probably even more like a teaspoon, to be honest with you, of maple syrup. Just a little bit. I'm gonna mix all of that together. And again, the chia seeds are in here, if you're not familiar, to help it to create more of a jamminess. And while we're here as well, I am just going to go ahead, you can see my oatmeal's back here. I'm going to go ahead and season my oatmeal. So I'm going to put in some cinnamon, which I love, as well as just a pinch of Himalayan salt. A lot of people forget to put salt into their oatmeal, but it really does help to season it really nicely. And it's just literally just a pinch. So now we're going to go ahead and start plating. So my oatmeal is all ready to go, as you can see here.
Looks so creamy.
Yes, and there's actually, I just made my oatmeal with water, but you could certainly make it with a plant-based milk of your choice. Oat milk would be really great. You could also use almond milk, cashew milk, soy milk, whatever you like. So we have that there. Then I am going to put my compote. This again makes all the difference. And I hope you guys can kind of see how this looks. It's nice and kind of runny.
We'll show you in a second, don't worry.
Yeah.
You'll get a close-up.
It's kind of nice and runny, which is how I like it. But again, it will, as it cools, it does get a little bit more jelly-like.
Solidifies, I guess, kind of, with time?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I forget what the technical word is, but it's really good.
Okay.
And then
it's jammy.
It's jammy. And then my favorite part of all of this is a nice dollop of peanut butter. So I'll add that in here.
Could you use other nut butters if you wanted to?
Absolutely.
Almond butter.
You could use any nut butter that you really...
People who are allergic potentially want to use different ones.
You could also use tahini's also really nice in here too. But again, because this is, trying to be like a PB&J sandwich, I thought that would be really nice. And then I have half a tablespoon of ground flaxseed here as well, just for, some extra health, why not? A little bit more omegas to round out the meal. Now you could certainly also add like a banana in here. A sliced banana would be really great if you have fresh berries as well. Sometimes I like to combine the compote with some fresh berries, like if I had blueberries on hand and some sliced banana, that would be really great too. So let's go ahead and give this a try. This smells so good. I can't wait to try it.
It looks delicious, and I will definitely try some also.
It's really good.
Yeah, let's see what's happening here. That's great.
Yeah, honestly, the peanut butter and jelly is such a great combination. And as I said, if you don't have time to make your own compote or prep it ahead of time, honestly, just using a regular store-bought jam would be fine, and we'd recommend just using something that's naturally sweetened instead. But yeah, this is one of our favorites.
Yep,
Super fun. And top it with all of the berries and all of the fruit that you want. Nuts and seeds can definitely round it out, and this will keep you full for so long.
The thing about oatmeals is that there's so many options. You can do 1,000 different combinations, and any of them are right as long as you like them, and they'll taste good, they're healthy. And we've already shown some of these on our channel, so please do check that out. Okay, so that concludes today's special edition of the Del Brew Project. We hope you enjoy these meals. We'd love to hear some comments. Please leave some and give us feedback. And also, again, please do follow us on Instagram or YouTube at Offbeat Life. And we'll see you next time, okay? Take care.
Bye.
See you.